सर्वेभ्यः स्वागतम्। ॐ गुरुरेव गतिर्गुरुमेव भजे गुरुनैव सहास्मि नमो गुरवे। न गुरोः परमं शिशुरस्मि गुरोर्मतिरस्ति गुरौ मम पाहि गुरो। ब्रवीमि संस्कृतं वाचा ध्यायामि संस्कृतं हृदा कुर्वे सेवाञ्च कायेन वन्दे संस्कृतमातरम्। यो नरः संस्कृतव्योम्नि ह्यालयं रमते मुदा संस्कृतिं चैव संस्कारं विन्दते नात्र संशयः। Good evening, very warm welcome to everyone on the 37th Abhyasa. So today's class we will focus entirely on Tvanta and Lyabanta pratyayas which were done in the last class by Brindaji. So let's move on. It was a slightly long exercise, I get that. But I thought it would be good to have sufficient practice of this particular concept. There was also Sukti that was covered. So we will do the Sukti first before we go to the Pratyaya practice. So Angla Bhashayam Artham Likhata. You can read out the Sukti and then give the meaning. Geeta Krishnamurti.
Hari Om Bhagini.
Hari Om.
Jnatasaropi khalvekah sandigdhe karyavastuni.
The meaning
when anything is to be undertaken, even though a person is learned, he becomes doubtful.
Yeah. So even though a person may be learned, when an important task has to be undertaken, one tends to get into doubts. You start relooking. Yeah. Okay. So we move forward with the exercises. So the first set of exercises are on Tvanta Pratyaya. Okay. So based on the example, Udaharananugunam, Tvanta Padaihi Vakyani Yojayata. So you have to take Tvanta Padas and combine the two sentences. So clearly, the first sentence is showing you the first action. After the first action, the second action happens. Yeah. So first we will practice the Tvanta pratyayas and then we will move on to 11th examples. So the example given here is this: Gauri Sakhi Griham Gachati. So she goes to the friend's house. Pustakam Anayati. She brings a book. So Gauri Sakhi Griham Gatva Pustakam Anayati. So Gachati is Gamla Dhatu, and you take the Tvanta form of the Gamla Dhatu and you change it to Gatva to combine the two sentences. That is the idea. So when the second, there is an action happening first, and then the second action is happening. After the completion of the first action, that's when you take the Tvanta form of any dhatu to communicate that particular action. So we move forward. This is your first sentence. Let's see who all are there. Chaya Vaidya. So I'd request all of you to try and attempt these examples in class. Please come forward. There are sufficient examples, so it will be good practice. Don't worry even if there are mistakes, but I would request all of you to participate in class today. Yeah?
चित्रकारः चित्रं लिखति, धनं सम्पादयति. चित्रकारः चित्रं लिखित्वा धनं सम्पादयति.
So लिखित्वा चिन्तव्यम्. धनं लिखति युक्ते लिखित्वा. Next one.
बालिका सम्यक् पठति, उत्तीर्णा भवति. बालिका सम्यक् पठित्वा उत्तीर्णा भवति.
After studying well, she passes in. She passes. That's all.
She passes. Yes.
Dhanyavada. We'll move on to the next one. Sorry. Sarita ji.
Yeah, namaste. पाठः स्नानं करोति देवालयं गच्छति. पाठः स्नानं कृत्वा देवालयं गच्छति.
स्नानं कृत्वा देवालयं गच्छति. Next one.
जनकः कार्यालयं गच्छति कार्यं करोति. जनकः कार्यालयं गत्वा कार्यं करोति.
सम्यक्. जनकः कार्यालयं गत्वा कार्यं करोति. सम्यक्. Thank you. Move on now. You may mute yourself, Sarita ji. Binu ji.
नमस्ते
Namaste.
शिशुः फलं खादति क्रीडति शिशुः फलं खादित्वा क्रीडति
Phalam khaditva kridati.
क्रीडति
Okay. So one important point that I just wanted to highlight for all of you about Tvanta Pratyaya, just give me a minute, is that it is important that the karta in sentence 1 and sentence 2 should be the same. That is the general practice. Okay. There are certain exceptions to this rule, which we see in Ramayana and a few other texts also. But what you need to understand is most of these texts are pre-Paninian era. So since we are following the Paninian style of grammar now, the
We are not able to hear you.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me? Am I audible now?
Yes, please.
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry, I'm not able to see the participant list. Yeah, fine. Binuji, you were at the second sentence. Sorry, there's some technical glitch. I got disconnected from the call. Yeah, Binuji, would you like to continue?
There is a resound beginning.
Sorry, there is a what?
Echo.
If you have two devices opened, then that will happen at your end.
No, I haven't got.
Yes, sir. Binuji, 1 second. Yeah, yeah. Can you unmute yourself now, Binuji?
Yeah. Namaste, ma'am. Yes.
Yeah, sorry. I'm really sorry about that
No problem.
glitch. Yeah.
Tvam patram likhasi prashayasi. Tvam patram likhitva prashayasi. Lekhitva prashayasi.
Likhitva is a more common usage.
Okay.
Likhitva. So these kind of dhatus are a little tricky because you also have forms like lekhanam. But in Twanta, there is an idagama and it is likhitva only. It is not becoming likhitva. Yeah.
I have one doubt.
Yeah.
So, Tvam patram lekhanam kritva prashayasi. If I say like that, is that correct?
It is patram lekhanam kritva is wrong, no?
Oh.
It has to be patrasya lekhanam kritva.
Oh, patrasya lekhanam.
See, whenever
Okay,
you
sorry.
use words like lekhanam, pathanam, bhojanam, these are all something which is called as a lut pratyaya.
Okay.
I can use the word pratyaya because by now we are in lesson 7, lesson 8. So we are understanding lut pratyaya and ludanta words. Yeah. I mean, we are understanding this world of pratyayas.
Okay.
So whenever you say pathanam, bhojanam, lekhanam, khadanam, gamanam, what does it mean? You have in English, you have something like her singing is good. Her dancing is good. The acting was good. These are gerunds. Correct?
Okay, yes.
So whenever you use ludanta pratyaya, like lekhanam kritva, the ludanta pratyaya is always preceded. Whatever you are doing, that takes shashti vibhakti.
Okay. Thank you.
So it cannot be patram lekhanam kritva. It has to be patrasya lekhanam. Kasya lekhanam is the question. So patrasya lekhanam kritva, then you are unnecessarily structuring a long sentence, right? Sanskrit is all about brevity. Grammatically, it is correct. But you are elongating it. The idea here is to change with as minimal words as possible. Structure-wise, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Everywhere you can do that. Khadanam kritva. Gamanam kritva. So kritva is like a default. If if one is not very strong in Sanskrit, probably you can use kritva and write everything else.
Yeah.
But then you should still know the lut pratyaya forms, isn't it?
Correct. Yeah, I understand.
Yes. This is easier. That way, this is easier.
Thank you. Dhanyavad.
Dhanyavad. We move forward. Sorry, this is like Jyotsana Krishnan. Jyotsana ji.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I hope I'm audible.
Yes. Bhavati devam anamat pradakshinam akarot. Bhavati devam natva pradakshinam akarot.
Bhavati devam natva pradakshinam. So the idea here is it doesn't matter what the time frame is, what the tense is, whether it's past tense, present tense, future tense, parasmaipadi, atmanepadi, it doesn't matter. The tvanta or the levanta forms are indeclinables, they are avyayas and they remain the same irrespective of whatever is a time zone or time frame in which the action is happening. Yeah, so that's the reason why I consciously gave this anamat, which is past tense word. Yeah, moving forward. Next one also, would you like to attempt?
Yes. Adhyapakah patham apathayat prashnam aprichat. Adhyapakah patham pathayitva prashnam aprichat.
So that is again difference between pathitva and pathayitva. Pathitva is when we read, pathayitva is when somebody makes you read when it is taught.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, adhyapaka patham pathayitva prashnam aprichat. Dhanyavada. So we've still kept the tense the same.
Yes.
The sentence is still in past tense only. The time frame is not changed. Only we've used tvanta to connect. And tvanta is, because it's an avyaya, it's an indeclinable. It remains same irrespective of when or what is the time period in which the action is happening. Yeah. Dhanyavada. We move forward. If there are any doubts, please put it in the Q&A. I'll take a look at it. Lakshmi Jayaraman.
Can you hear me?
Lakshmi, I can hear you, but very, very faint it is. Can you be a little louder?
Hear me now?
Yeah. Yeah, you're audible now.
Ahasya kavyam krunoti hasati. Sa kavya kavyam krutva hasati.
Shrutva hasati. So only hasati is written, but it obviously implies sa hasati. The karta remains the same. Okay, that's why I just put these sentences without giving any karta and all that, so that you make this note that the karta has to be the same for both the actions. Only then can you use tvanta. Otherwise, you will not use tvanta. Yeah. Next one.
Asati patati. Balaka.
Did you say something, Lakshmiji? I only heard a beep.
Asatva patati.
Hasitva. Did you say hasitva? Because the sound went off.
That is why I'm correcting mine.
Sorry?
Hasatva.
Hasitva.
Okay.
It's not hasatva, it is hasitva. Astu, dhanyavadaha. We'll move forward. So now we go to the lebanta form. What is the difference between tvanta and lebanta? When it is only a dhatu, which is going to be communicating the first action, you use tvanta form. The minute you use one of the upasargas or any other prefix which is getting attached to the dhatu, you cannot use the tvanta pratyaya, you have to use the lebanta pratyaya. Otherwise, meaning-wise, tvanta pratyaya and lebanta pratyaya are the same. There is no change. The only thing is lep form is used when there is a prefix. The prefix can be one of the 22 upasargas, or it can be some other prefix also, like alam, svi, all those kind of things. Yeah, angi. These are not the 22 prefixes. These are like angi karoti, alang karoti. Yeah. So these kind of prefixes also svi karoti. Most of them are going to the kru dhatu itself. So let's look at lebanta forms. Udaharananugunam lebanta padaihi vakya niyojyata. So you have to use lebanta forms, which means all these dhatus are going to have some upasarga or the other attached to it. It will be nice if you are able to also identify which is the upasarga that is getting attached. Yeah. Mahila dwaram udghatayati. Ut plus ghatayati, udghatayati. Bahihi gachati means she opens the door and goes out. So mahila dwaram udghatya, because ut is the upasarga, udghatya bahihi gachati. So all these sentences are going to have a prefix that will be attached. Let's look at this. 1 second. N. Narayanan. Narayan Mahoday? N. Narayanan? I've
Are you able to
requested you.
hear me now?
Now I can hear you.
Yeah. आचार्यः ग्रन्थं परिशीलयति अध्यापनं करोति. आचार्यः ग्रन्थं परिशील्य अध्यापनं करोति. Pari is the upasarga.
Correct. So, Parishilya Adhyapanam Karoti. Next one.
पिता कटे उपविशति भोजनं करोति. पिता कटे उपविश्य भोजनं करोति. Up is the
What is the
upasarga.
dhatu? What is the dhatu?
Vish dhatu.
Yeah. So, see the beauty here. You will also be able to look at how upasargas, when we did upasargas, we said what? Upasargas can enhance the meaning of the word. They can change the meaning. They can give you an opposite meaning. Anything can happen, right? So, Vishya dhatu, Pravesha, when you say Vishya Veshane, it is to enter. Correct?
Yeah. Correct.
But here, the minute you use upa, it is giving you the meaning of sitting down.
Yeah.
Completely different meaning. So that is an observation which you should be able to make, especially when you see these Labanta forms, where there are upasargas, you will be able to appreciate how upasargas change the meanings of the dhatus to some extent, how the meaning gets modified. Dhanyavadaha. We'll move forward. Let's have more participation, people. Jairam Mahoday.
नमस्ते. सेविका पात्राणि प्रक्षालयति गृहं मार्जयति. सेविका पात्राणि प्रक्षाल्य गृहं मार्जयति.
Prakshalya. What is the meaning? You would know.
After washing the vessels, she cleans the house.
Cleans the house. Samyak. Next one.
So here pra is the upasarga.
Correct. Kshaladatu, pra is the upasarga.
Chhatraha gurum anusarati adhyayanam karoti. Chhatraha gurum sarati, the dhatu is sri dhatu, but
correct. Anusritya.
Anusritya adhyayanam karoti.
Anusritya adhyayanam karoti. So sarati is to flow or to move. But anu, usually this happens with many of the gatyarthaka dhatus, any dhatu which is communicating movement, like gachati and anugachati. Anugachati is to follow. Yati, anuyati. So sarati, anu. So this anu tends to give the sense of following somebody. Yeah. Dhanyavadaha. We'll move forward. SL Anuradha. Anuradha ji.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Ramaha vane viharati rakshasan marayati. Ramaha vane viharya rakshasan marayati.
Hri dhatu is hritya. Hri is hritya. Doesn't matter. So it is vane vihritya.
Okay.
Hri is the dhatu. So it becomes hritya. Smarati becomes smritya. Similarly, just now we saw, no? Sritya.
Yes.
Sarati, sritya. Harati, hritya. Like that.
Okay.
It doesn't matter, it will come. It will come. When you see some more
V is upasarga here.
V is upasarga. Hri harane. See, harati can mean to carry. Viharati is to move leisurely.
Okay.
So the meaning, yeah, it's one of the it's a very versatile dhatu. Yeah.
Guruhu chatram Uddishyati. Patam pathayati.
Uddishati. 1 minute. It is not
Uddishyati.
uddishyati,
Yes.
it is
Yes,
uddishati.
sorry. Uddishyati.
Because meaning will change. That's why I'm correcting you.
Guruhu Chatram Uddishya Patham Pathayati.
So directing dish dhatu is, dish is from where you get words like disha. Dik, disha, udisha, you get. Disha also you get. So dishya, uddishya means what? Directing himself to the, or he looks at the student, or he speaks to the student. Okay, you also get words like uddesha, which is a pullinga form. Dhanyavadaha.
Ut here Ut is the
Ut is the upasarga, dish is the dhatu.
yes.
Dhanyavadaha.
Okay, thank you.
Samyak. We'll move. Next one. Shri Lataji. Shri Lataji? Yeah.
Sorry, ma'am. Can I come for the next one, ma'am, please?
Okay. Okay. No problem. Swapna ji.
Namaste, ma'am.
Namaste.
Janaha Suryodayam Vilokante Harshayanti.
Vilokante.
Vilokante Harshayanti.
Huh? Read the second one.
Janaha Suryodayam Vilokante Harshanti.
Harshanti. See, if you put a ya here, Harshayanti, the meaning will change. Harshayanti is to make somebody else happy. Harshati is to be happy.
Harshanti.
Harshayati is to make somebody else happy.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't realize I pronounced wrong.
Yeah. No, the idea is so that we all become more and more alert, because Sanskrit is such a magnificent language. Each alphabet is pregnant with meaning.
Yeah.
So when we just put casually a year, you actually change the meaning of the sentence. Yeah.
Janaha Suryodayam Vilokya Harshanti.
Vilokya Harshanti. So look is the dhatu, V is the upasarga. Lot of times, look dhatu, you tend to see it with some upasarga. Very rare that you may actually see the look dhatu without an upasarga. And another thing, it is in Atmane form. It doesn't matter. The Tvanta and the Lebanta forms are usually the same. It doesn't matter. The Dhatu being Parasmai or Atmane has absolutely no consequence in the formation of the Tvanta or the Lebanta form. Next one.
Balika Slokam
Samsmarati.
Samyak Ucharayati.
Read properly.
Samyak.
Read this.
Samyak Ucharayati.
Ucharayati.
Balika Slokam.
Charati is what? What is charati? Charayati and Uttupasarga and charati is becoming charayati. Charati is to roam. Charayati is to make somebody roam. But Ut plus charayati is to pronounce.
Charayati.
See what the Upasarga is doing. That's what you need to appreciate. That the dhatu is charadhatu, charati. But charati is first becoming charayati, and then it is taking uttu upasarga, and see how it changes. Yeah.
Ucharayati. Okay. Balika Slokam Samskritya Samyak Ucharayati.
What is the meaning? You would know?
The girl understands the sloka.
Smrati is not understanding.
Remembers, sorry, remembers and decides well.
Pronounces well. Yeah, samyak. Very good. We'll move forward. Last two sentences.
Can I tell now, ma'am?
Yes, you may.
Aham devam pranamami vidyalayam gamishyami. Aham devam pranamya vidyalayam gamishyami.
So what is interesting here? The first kriya is in present tense. The second kriya is in future tense. But you can still use the lyabanta form. It doesn't matter. So the lyabanta form is giving no information about what is the time frame. It is only communicating that one action is over and the second action has to happen. It could have been pranamsyami, which means I am going to pray and then I am going to go to school. Both the actions could have been in future. It could have been pranamam, as in one action, the first action is in past tense, it doesn't matter. And the second action could have been in future tense, it doesn't matter. So the tense is not, you won't get any information about the tense from a tvanta pratyaya. All the tvanta pratyaya is going to communicate to you is that karta is one, karta completed one work, and then karta did the second work. That's the only information that tvanta pratyaya gives you. Next one, last one.
Atra agachatu asande upavishatu.
What lakara is this?
Agachatu is lot lakara. So here as it is, it doesn't take tense into consideration. But usually if we take gacha, it becomes gatva. Agacha becomes agatya. Because
gacha is if it is in madhyama purusha. Here I have used uttama purusha, which means I am saying bhavan.
Okay.
I can use gachatu even to communicate to you. But when I am saying gachatu, the presumption is I am saying bhavan or bhavati.
Okay.
I could have written atra agacha asande upavisha. Then it is tvam.
Yeah.
Okay, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The idea is whether it is a tense related or whether it is a mood related. So lot lakara falls under the mood related lakara category, because it's just communicating. It is only used for communication. Please come, please sit, stuff like that. So agatya, because a is the upasarga, and here is giving the opposite meaning. Gachati is to go, agatya is to come. A plus gachati, gamli dhatu is to come. Dhanyavada. Let's just look at a few questions if there are any before we go to the following. One second. Sorry. Okay, so there are quite a few doubts. One second. Are you able to hear me and see me?
Yes, Bhagini.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, ma'am.
Because suddenly there was something going on the screen. Okay, so there are quite a few doubts which I will first address. Chaya Vaidyaji asks, page 139, number 18. One second. Page 139, sentence number 18. What does it say? Okay. Te phalam khaditva triptim praptavantam. Now, triptam means what? Okay. So Chayaji's question is, instead of saying triptim praptavantah, can I say triptam? te phalam khaditva triptam praptavantah or anubhavantavantah. First of all, prapti and anubhuti are different. Okay, anubhavanta means to experience. So, sorry. Sorry, I just had to take a break. I have a bad cough. Triptam and triptim are two completely different words. Okay. Tripti. Okay. From trip dhatu. Okay. Tarpayati you have. You have words like tarpanam. Okay. Tripta. So triptaha, tripta, triptam are something called as past participle. So a past participle like triptaha, tripta, triptam is similar to gataha, gata, gatam. Okay. Pathitaha, pathita, pathitam. What does it mean? It means that the person has done. Whereas tripti, kirti, priti, bhiti, priti as yukti, mukti. These are abstract words. So the dhatu is the same. But because of a particular pratyaya called ktin pratyaya, tripti is a nitya strilinga padam and it is giving you a sense of something. So when you say priti, what is priti? A sense of love, right? So it's an abstract word. Okay. Triptam is to have become happy. Whereas tripti or bhakti means it's an abstract noun. So I hope you are able to discern the difference between these two words. Okay. So that's a ting pratyaya. And triptim praptavanta means they obtained tripti. Okay. So it can't be triptam praptavantah. Because triptam is saying they themselves are triptam. So there is no prapti. Prapti, what is prapti? The obtaining, how do I explain this in English? Kirti. Yeah, all these are thin. They're thin pratyayas. So it's an abstract word. So the structure of the words are different. I hope I've explained this to you, Chayaji. If you still have a doubt, please put it in the Q&A and I'll address it.
Yes, thank you. But we cannot say anubhavantaha in this case, right? Triptim
How can you experience? No, triptam is a past participle. It is a bhuta kridanta.
No, triptim anubhavantaha, can we say?
They experienced tripti. You don't experience tripti. You get tripti.
Okay.
You get satisfied. You experience satisfaction or you get satisfied. So there's a subtle difference.
Okay, thank you.
You get, how do I say? There is a subtle difference.
Okay. Yes.
Tripti is obtained.
Okay.
Yeah, happiness is experienced.
Okay.
Happiness is an emotion that you experience. Whereas tripti is you obtain tripti. It's a little more accurate if you write triptim praptavantaha is a little more accurate. Grammatically, there's nothing wrong with the structure of the sentence. The form is fine, the tense is fine, but meaning-wise, tripti is obtained, so praptavantaha will be a more accurate dhatu to be used. Yeah, we move to the next doubt. Jyotsna ji has asked. She has quite a few words, quite a few doubts. I'll try to take all of them in one shot. Ma'am, the 11th examples used in the textbook page 140 and 141. Okay, I'll finish this exercise and do this. Okay, request you to please help us with the Kriya Padam and the Lat Lakara and the breakup between the constituent Upasarga and Kriya Padam. It will help us understand it better. Lebanta is not difficult. You're just getting scared because you're learning it for the first time. We will do it and you'll understand. The second question is, Bhagini, what does parishilayati mean? Parishilanam is to examine or to research. So it's contextual. Parishilya means either examine or research or to look into something. Shil dhatu. But when you say Shilaha, it is something else. It is stoic. Okay. But Pari with Shila is giving you a sense of looking into something, going through something. That is a sense in which Parishilayati is coming. Geeta ji asks, that is that how Sarita comes? Yes. Sarita for river is because Sarati iti Sarita. Yeah. Vilokante. Vilokanam is to look. It comes from look dhatu. By the way, the English word look, L-O-O-K, look, comes from the Sanskrit look dhatu. Vilokanam is to see. Vilokante, how do I put it? It is to see. There is a subtle difference here also. Vilokanam. To behold, you say, right? There is something like seeing and beholding. Yeah. So again, fine line. It can be used for seeing also. Generally, vilokante you can use for seeing. But there is something in English language. I beheld, to behold and to see. Slight difference. Sorry. The answer came out. Vilokya form itself is not there, Jayaramanji. It is vilokya only. Okay. Agatya and agamya are different words. Agamya is not a twanta form. It is a bhave form. So it's different. I think agamya may be used interchangeably. 1 second. I'll tell you. Just a minute. Let me look it up and I'll tell you. Whether agamya is also there. I think, no. I think it's a niche form. 1 second. No, gamaya will be 1 second. Huh? I'll tell you. Yeah, gamya and gatya both are there. Thank you for highlighting this, Jayaramanji. Agatya is also there. Agamya is also there in the Lebanta form for Gamladhatu. Both of them can be used. Agatya can be used. Agamya also can be used. Both are correct. Yeah. Uddishati Padmaji, I said, Uddesha means what? Directing my conversation to somebody. So when I'm looking at you and I'm talking, Chhatram Uddishya. So the guru is targeting the conversation to somebody. So when you direct yourself to somebody and you talk, then Uddishya. Looking at somebody and talking. Yeah. Yeah, tripti, satisfaction is an emotion. Tripti is an emotion. Triptaha is to become tripti. After you get tripti, you become a triptaha person. Yeah. Okay, Anne-Marie ji, really sorry. I don't know if this can be alerted in terms of, yeah, you may be having this daylight saving time, right? I'm really sorry about that. So I don't know how to figure out. I'll check with the technical team if they can alert you, if that alert can be changed or whatever. Let me just check. Yeah, so we move to match the following. I think I've answered all the doubts. If there are any that have not been answered, then please please put it here. Just remind me. Okay. No, Anne-Marie ji missed the class, she said. That's why. Okay. Pibati. Now let's see who's there. Yeah. Sitaraman ji. Sitaraman Mode, are you there? Sitaraman ji, I've requested you to speak.
Namaste. Only unmuted. Namaste. Namaste.
Okay. Yeah.
Pibati, pitva.
Pitva. So we are now doing only the Twanta forms. So remember, there are Lebanta forms also, but we will take it in the next batch. Yeah. Next one.
Snati, snatva.
Snatva. One more you can do.
Kridati, kriditva.
Kriditva. So your pronunciations, please be clear in your diction. Don't speak too fast. Each akshara has to have its due time given. Yeah. Samyak. Dhanyavadaha. We move forward. Shivakami Sundareshan.
Namaste Bhagini.
Namaste. Milati.
Namaste. Militva.
Militva. Samyak. Next one. Pashyati.
Pashyati. Drishtva.
Samyak. Excellent. So you see it's completely different because the dhatu is drishya. Yeah. Kampayati. To make something tremble.
Kampayitva.
Kampayitva. Next one. Bhunkte.
Bhunkte. Bhunktva. Bhuktva.
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 It's a tough dhatu, but we need to get ourselves familiar with it. Bhunkte is to consume. By the way, the word bhakti also is coming from the same dhatu. Yeah. Smarati.
Smritva.
Smritva. Samyak. Dhanyavadaha. We'll move forward. Padmaji. Padmaji, are you there? Ram, ram, ram.
Karoti krutva.
Next one.
Jnatva.
Janati Jnatva. When you remember this thing, read it along with the dhatu. It will be easier for you to connect the this thing with the dhatu. Okay. Next is now we go to the set of Lebanta words. Do you want to do a few of the Lebanta words also?
Vilekya.
Vilikya.
Vilekya.
1 minute. Let me just check if this also has lik and lek. 1 second. No, it's Vilikya only. It is not Vilekya, it is Vilikya only.
Actually, I have written Vilikya only, but while telling, I thought maybe it is Vilikya.
No. It's a tricky dhatu. Likha dhatu is a little tricky dhatu. There are certain places where, like Lekhanam, it is not Likhanam, it is Lekhanam. But then some places it is like this. Yeah. Okay. Dhanyavada Padmaji. We move forward. Shanti ji, Shanti Muttaswamy.
Namaste.
Namaste. Sangrinhati.
Sangrinhati. Sangrihya.
The Sangrinhati, long word. Sangrihya is a very short one. So actually, technically, the Ngakara and then below that you have Gr and then here. But this is how the computer types it. So I can't help it. Next one.
Samsthapayati. Samsthapya.
What is the meaning?
Sthapanam. To put something or to keep something like a...
No, it is not. Sthapayati is to make something placed there. So it is to establish. Pratishtapanam you say, right? Sthapana. Actually speaking, people use sthapayati very frequently to keep something. But a better word is with dha dhatu, nidhaya. Ni plus da dhatu is to keep. But stha dhatu, sthapayati and all is to establish is a more accurate meaning. Just wanted to highlight that. Next one.
Svikaroti.
So svi, yeah, svi is not one of the 22 upasargas. Yeah, but because it's a prefix, it takes out 11th form. Yeah, svi kritya. Next one.
Uttishtati. Utthaya.
Utthaya. What does it mean? Stand.
Wake up, get up.
Stand up. Get up or stand up. Tishtati, uttishtati. See, uttu upasarga very often is used when you are doing any action against gravity. Uttu is against gravity. So you should kind of keep that in mind because it's helpful. With many dhatus, you will understand why I am saying this. Yeah. Dhanyavadaha. We'll move forward. Mute yourself, please. Yeah. And Mary ji.
Namaste.
Namaste.
I'm happy I got some class.
So today's was a long exercise. So I've been telling more and more people to participate. Yeah.
Okay. Arohati, aruhya.
Aruhya. What does it mean?
Climbing.
Climbing. So and getting down will be?
It was
Ava.
Ava. Okay.
We use ava. Avaroha. So in Indian classical music, the ascending notes are called arohanam. Descending notes are called avarohanam.
Okay. Avro.
So aruhya, avaruhya. When somebody gets down, it is avarohanam. When you have to climb up the elevator, you do arohanam. When you want to descend from the stairs, you will say avarohanam. Next one.
Upahasati, upahasya.
What does it mean?
Something related to smiling.
Hasati is smiling. Hasati is smiling. Upahasati is like mocking at somebody. It gives a slightly negative connotation. Upahasa is what? To tease somebody or to put down somebody. So upa with hasadhatu has a slightly negative connotation to it. Next one.
Sampreshayati, sampreshya.
Sampreshya. So here preshayati means what?
To send.
To send. Some is really not doing much. It's sampreshayati is what? To send it well. We're really not doing much to the meaning, but it can be used. Yeah? Dhanyavadaha.
Dhanyavadaha.
Ramaji.
Ram Ram Bhajini.
Ram. Next one.
Alankaroti. Alankritya.
Alankritya. So whenever alam is, when alam is used just like that, it is enough or sufficient. Yeah. Bhojanam alam means food is enough for me. Like it's sufficient. Kola halena alam is enough of making a commotion. And alam comes as a prefix to dukrinyakarane kr dhatu. It always means abhushanam, decoration. So when you say alankaroti, it means to decorate. It is always the meaning of decoration. Last one in the list.
Vijanati. Vijanati is vijan. I'm not getting
It's
it.
a tricky dhatu. Janati is what? We did janati earlier. I know the meaning. I know you know the meaning. Janati, what is a tvanta form? We did it.
Jnatva.
Keep that in mind. So Vijanati is?
Vijnatva.
Vijnaya. Lyabanta form will always have ya in it.
I have put Vijnaya.
Tvanta form will have twa ending. Lyabanta form will always have ya ending. See the words, no, in the list itself. You have to observe these things so that you understand how the pratyaya is changing the spelling of the word. So Vijnaya. You have Vijnana for science. Vijnanam, right? V upasarga with Jnadhatu. Yeah. We'll move forward. You can just be online. You can probably do a little more. So now It's a mixture of Tvanta and Lebanta. So what we have done for the filling the blanks, we've given you the Kriya Padam in present tense or whatever tense. You look at it and then you decide for yourself whether Tvanta has to be used or Lebanta has to be used. Okay. So Balakaha dash. Okay. Kridanti is given. Balakaha kridanti. Griham gacchati. So can you attempt this? Ramaji, are you still there? It's gone away. Are you there, Ramaji? I don't see you. Anyway. Okay. Phaneshwari ji, Phaneshwari Lakshmi Devi. I request all of you to keep your hands raised if you want to, because if you keep lowering it, I'll not know.
Balak.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No.
Balakaha Kriditva Gruham Gachanti.
Kriditva. Why is it Kriditva in Tvanta? Because there's no prefix. So obviously you have to use the Tvanta form only. Next one.
Acharyat Anumatim Prapnoti. Prapya Kridangane Gacha.
Why did you say Prapya? Because the dhatu is apl. And the dhatu usually takes some prefix or whatever. So pra is the upasarga and pra plus apl. So therefore you will only have Prapya. Yeah, excellent. Yeah, you want to do one more?
Please. Tishtati. Sa.
What is the meaning?
Tishtati is to stand up. Is sit down? Stand up.
Stand up.
Stand
Sit
up.
down is upavishati. So for sitting down, you are not using stha dhatu at all. You are using vish dhatu and putting an upasarga and using upavishati is to sit down. It's got nothing to do with stha dhatu. Stha dhatu is to stand. Ut plus stha dhatu is to get up.
Ut plus stha dhatu means okay.
Uttishtati means to get up. Yeah.
Okay.
Against, there is an anti-gravity movement when you use an uttupasarga. Here it is, she's standing and singing.
Okay.
Tva.
Yes, tva. That's right.
Yes. Because the dhatu is tha. See, what you need to understand, pashyati becomes drishtva. Tishtati becomes sthitva. Why do these have different forms? Because the dhatu is drish dhatu. So the prefix is getting attached to the dhatu. Pashyati is only the present tense lat lakara form. It's not giving you an indication. Pashyati is coming from drish dhatu. The prefix, the suffix is getting attached to the dhatu, original dhatu. And the original dhatu is drishya. Therefore, it becomes drishya, sandrishya or drishtva. Similarly, for tishtati, the dhatu is tha dhatu. And the lebanta or the tvanta pratyaya gets attached to the dhatu. So sthitva. Stha plus tva gives you sthitva. There's an iragama, which is why there's an I coming over there.
So one quick question. Quick question. So most of the dhatus we can obviously figure out. The other dhatus we just have to know by...
at this point of time, at the level of Pravesha, it is better to take the approach of familiarizing and just trying to remember.
Okay.
As you move forward, say about 3-4 years of studying the language, you kind of get a hang of it, point number one. Point number two is it's too early to really understand the prakriya of how these work. So there is a very, very mathematical, scientific derivation that happens. So there are rules, there are grammar rules, there are Paninian rules, which determine what form comes at the end. But it's too early. It will just end up confusing most of you.
Okay.
So
Thank you very
the
much.
easiest thing to do at this stage, at Pravesha stages, to familiarize yourself with the forms. Dhanyavadaha. We'll move forward now. There are lots of questions. I'll address them. one after the other. You may kindly mute yourself, yeah. No new people. I don't see any new hands being raised. Yeah, Jairamji. Jairamji. Jairam Mahoday.
Yes, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay. Narayanam pranamya sahasra nama stotram japa.
So japa is what form?
Japa is lot, madhyama purusha.
Madhyama purusha. Yeah. So Narayanam pranamya
Madam,
sahasranama stotram.
I asked that question. Why is, even though the dhatu is stha, it becomes sthitva? Is it because
there's an idagama? I just said that, no? I said that some dhatus have an idagama. I mentioned it.
Yeah, so same thing with pa become pitva, right?
Yeah, there are some rules. So there are, see, it's again too early at Pravesha level to get into it. But there are rules for idagama. So there are certain dhatus which will take the idagama and they will with certain pratyayas. They don't take it all the time.
Okay.
Pathati becomes pathitva.
Right.
There is an e coming there.
Yes.
Vandate becomes vanditva.
So the same stha
But bhavati bhudatu becomes bhutva. There is no idagama.
So the same stha dhatu, if you are using the lyap form, it will be prasthaya or something, right?
It's not there.
Samsthaya. No?
Yeah, so there it is not there. The idagama is not there.
Okay.
So at this point of time, it is better to just observe these changes in the spelling. And over time, it comes to you naturally, yes. But it's like I said, Pravesha is a little too early to answer all these questions. Takes a little bit of time because right now you're just learning it like a very brand new language. Yeah.
Yeah, can I do one more?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Balakaha Chiram Pitva Nidrati. I think that's what we just talked about, Pitva. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah. One more.
Yeah. Janani Asande Upavishya Jalam Pipati.
Yeah. So, like I said, Vishya Dhatu is to enter, but the minute you get Upa as an Upasarga attached to it, it is giving you the sense of sitting down. Completely different meaning.
So, if the Upa was not there, if it was just Vishyati,
to enter.
So then the
Vishnu, you have Vishnu, right?
No, what I mean is the Ittva form of Vishyati would be?
Sorry?
The Ittva form of Vishyati would be Vishitva, is it?
I have to check. 1 second.
Okay.
Let me check.
Or
Since
maybe
you asked, let me check. The common ones I will remember.
Okay.
The non-standard ones sometimes.
Maybe it will be Vishtva, is it? Or something like that.
Let me just see. I'll tell you 1 minute. Vishtva. Yeah, you're right. Vishtva.
Okay. Vishtva.
Vishtva.
Because we have Pravishtaha, we say, no? We say Pravishta entered is Pravishtaha, right?
Praveshya.
No, I meant the past part.
Vishtaha, Vishta, yeah, Vishtaha, Vishta, you have Vishtaha, Vishta, Vishta.
Yeah, Pravishta.
Yeah, Vishta, yeah. So that's what it is, yeah. Dhanyavadaha. So we'll move forward. Yeah, who's there? There are lots of questions. I'll come to them. Anyone who hasn't attempted so far and would like to come forward, please come. Sarita ji, Sarita Garg. Jairam ji, can you mute yourself? Yeah, Sarita, yeah.
Should be Pariksha or Pariksha?
Pariksha. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, Pariksha samaye chhatraha alasyam tyaktva pathanti.
And why is it pariksha? Oh God, here also it gives the same thing. Yeah. Why is it pariksha and dirgha ikara?
That I
There's a
don't know.
reason. Because pari is rasva, pari upasarga, iksha dhatu.
Yeah, okay. So
Okay.
it's a
So there is a
okay,
savarna
okay.
dirgha sandhi that happens,
Okay.
and dirgha
Okay,
takes
okay.
over.
Okay.
There's savarna dirgha sandhi karyam. So pariksha will always be with dirgha ikara. I'll change this because we are, unfortunately, we have to type it in English, no? So then sometimes I miss it. Yeah. Next one.
Shishuhu chandram drashtva hasati.
Samyam. 1 second. I'll change it right away as I speak so that I don't forget. And to think that we have all seen this and none of us have remembered. 1 second. Uh-oh. One second, let me just get back to. I don't know whether it's my network or my system that's taking a lot of time today. Yeah. Okay, we'll continue. You want to do the next one also?
Yeah, okay. Keshavaha panchvadane.
Panchavadane. Panchavadane. No?
Panchavadane. Utthaya abhyasam karoti.
Utthaya. Now here, another important thing is, in the Lebanta form, the takara, uttu plus tishtati, there is a mahaprana that is coming in. So that has to also be observed. Yeah. Okay, we'll move forward. We'll ask somebody else also.
Okay. Thank you.
Geeta ji, would you like to attempt?
How big me?
Yeah.
Sita Ramam Vilokya Harshati.
Vilokya Harshati. Next one.
Rameshaha Mitram Santushtah Bhavati. Oh, Rameshaha Mitram Upakritya Santushtah Bhavati. Samyak asti va?
Upakritya.
But I didn't understand the statement, Bhagini.
See, when upasarga gets attached to kr dhatu, as in dukrinya karane, why I am constantly saying dukrinya karane is because kr can be kr for kirati also. So kr there are many, but dukrinya is to do. Upasarga plus dukrinya karane always gives you the sense of favor. Upakaraha. Remember the word upkar in Hindi. When you say upakaraha, it's a favor.
So
upakaroti means to do a favor or to help.
Okay.
Okay. So upakritya means after helping him, he became happy.
Him. Okay.
Ramesh became happy after helping his friend.
Okay, Bhagini. Dhanyavad.
So that upasarga is giving, see again, dukrinya karane, very varied. When alam is getting attached to kr dhatu, it is always the sense of decoration. Alankaroti, alankaraha. So you have to remember alankaraha. Okay. Upa plus dukrinya karane gives you the sense of helping. Upakara. We have this word upakara, means to help. Svi plus dukrinya karane always means acceptance. Svi karoti or svi karaha. So we know the noun forms. It's only that when we see it in the verb form, we get a little confused. Okay, we'll move forward. Any new hands raised? Anyone who's not attempted so far and would like to come forward, please come. Sitaramanji?
नमो नमः।
Namo namaha.
भक्तः नद्यां स्नात्वा सूर्याय अर्घ्यं ददाति।
Snatva. Suryaya arghyam dadati. So arghyam is the offering of water. It's a very specific thing. Yeah. So when if you were to offer your friend water, it is jalam datva. But when it's offered in the puja, it is arghyam. So there's a difference. It's water only, H2O. But the offering makes all the difference. Yeah. Now one more.
माता पुत्रान् आहूय भोजनं ददाति।
Ahuya. Samyak. Dhanyavadah. Shivakami ji. Shivakami ji, are you there? Are you able to unmute yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Balakaha Kandukam. I have written Anaya.
Correct.
Anaya.
Nayati becomes Nitva.
Correct.
And then A upasarga and Nayati is Aniya. That is correct. Very much correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Aniya.
One more.
Yeah. Lakshmanaha Sita cha Ramam Anusarya Vanam Gachadaha.
Anusritya. We did this some time back in the earlier exercise also. Today itself we have done Anusarati, Anusritya.
Yeah. Smritya. Yeah. Anusritya, sorry. Anusritya.
One more.
Marjaraha. Yeah. Marjaraha Griham.
Again, see, pra and vishadhatu.
Pravishya.
Pravishya.
Upavishya.
Pravishya.
Pravishya, correct.
Same.
Pravishya, Kshiram.
There it was upa, here it is pra. Same thing.
Pra.
Okay, but meaning is
pra.
different.
Pravishya.
Upavishya is to sit down. Pravishya is to enter.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Dhanyavadaha. We'll move forward.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anuradha ji.
Yes, ma'am. Taruni Devalayam Gatva Devam Namaskarati.
Again, see, namaha and karoti becomes namaskaroti. So, for namaskaroti, what do you think? Will it be twanta or lebanta form?
Namaskritya, lebanta.
Namaskritya, excellent. See, these are the small observations. Alam, angi and karoti becomes angi kritya, which means to accept. Yeah. Next one. Would you want it in Manma?
Yes. Mantri Bhashanam Samapya Asande Upavishati.
So, what is the dhatu and what is the upasarga here?
Some is the upasarga.
Dhatu.
No idea.
Apl prapane. How you get prapnoti? Same dhatu.
Okay.
The same dhatu.
Okay.
Yeah. But samapayati, so there is a nijanta, there is a causal also. Yeah. Makes it close. That is the sense. Yeah. Dhanyavadaha. The last questions of the day. Let's see who will answer it. Yeah. Anne-Marie ji, do you want to attempt it?
Yes, please. I was raising my hand in my house also. Archakaha vigraham pratisthapya pujam karoti. Pratisthapayati.
What is the dhatu and what is the upasarga?
Stha dhatu Prati is the upasarga. And I think it means establishing or making.
Pra plus pra, stha dhatu, pra upasarga. There's one more thing that has happened here. Pratishtha payati, to make it stand.
Causal.
So there is a nijanta. There is another suffix which is making it as a causal word. Pathati, pathayati. What is the difference between pathati and pathayati?
Pathayati is causal, making someone read.
Exactly. Same thing has happened here. There is a causal sense that is here. So these are small things you should now that we are coming to the later half, the second half of Pravesha, you have to start observing these things in the dhatus. Yeah. One more, last one.
So the translation would be that the priest made someone making the vigraha.
No, why are you using causal? He's not making someone. A vigraham is an idol. It cannot go and stand there by itself. The priest has to place it, right?
Priest. Oh, so it was good.
Yeah. Pratisthapana, when you say pratisthapana, okay, again it's a sthapana that's another form of this thing. Okay, that's another noun. You have to put it, right? The idol is not going to walk by itself. You have to place it.
I thought that he made someone else to put the idol.
No, he makes the idol stand there. When you say he places the idol, you have to make it stand there, right? So when you're using stha dhatu to place, that's why I said when you say sthapaya or sthapana, it is more like establishing it. The sense is more. So prati plus stha dhatu is giving you the sense of kind of, because there is a procedure, right? It's not just I take this mobile and keep it somewhere. I'm only keeping it. It's not the same as pratisthapana. Pratisthapana is a ritualistic activity. I don't have to say a mantra and invoke some deity and then place it. I'm just taking the mobile. I don't want it right now. I'm keeping it there.
Yes, it is clear now.
That is, So these are the things. This is what upasargas are doing to the dhatu, which is what we need to start observing. Now that we know the concept of upasargas, we've learned it in the earlier chapter. We also know about dhatus and the concept of dhatus. These are the things that we need to observe. We also need to observe how there are different kind of nouns. Even in English language, okay, you will have beauty, beautify, beautification, lovely, loveliness. I don't know whether you can use ness, but there are words God and godliness, godly, clean, cleanliness, cleanly. Cleanly is an adverb. But there is NESS as a prefix, which is giving you a different sense. There is LY, which is giving you a different sense. You're getting a different sets of abstract nouns. So it does happen in all languages. It's just that English comes to us so naturally that we don't really put our minds to it and think about it. But when it comes to Sanskrit and it's a new language, then you start thinking. You want to attempt the last one?
Yes, please. Te maranavartam vignaya dukkham anubhavanti.
So,
Vijananti.
you know the meaning?
I think they became sad when they heard the news of death, of demise.
Yeah. So, dukkham anubhavanti. So, here somebody was asking about the difference between prapnoti and anubhavanti. You experience sadness. You don't obtain sadness. So, experiencing, that is why anubhavanti, anu and bhu dhatu is being used. But when it is tripti, you get happy. You get satisfied. So, you obtain satisfaction, technically speaking. So, that doubt was asked, right? I hope I'm answering that doubt. Tyajati becomes parityajya, definitely. So, the doubt was, can tyajati become Parityaja, somebody anonymous has asked. Yes. Prasthapya is there, no? Prasthapya. Yeah, Prasthapya is there. Vatsalaji, you didn't raise your hand. I didn't see your hand raised. Anyway, yes.
Excuse me. In this case, how do we translate Vijnaya after knowing, after
Learning
finding
about
out,
it.
learning
Yes.
about? Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Thank
So
you.
when you use Vijnana for science, you understand what it's trying to communicate to you.
Yeah.
The knowledge that is there, and you're just getting aware of it. And that's exactly what science is, right? It's not that Newton's law of motion has formed now for us to learn about gravity. It was always existing. We know about it only now. That's what science is. Okay, there was one question. Somebody was asking me to go through 140 and 141. So let's just quickly go through those two pages. Okay. If anyone has any doubts, can you mute yourself, everybody? And I will lower all hands right now. I'm lowering all hands. Okay. Unless somebody has a very, very specific question you ask, let us quickly go through page 140 and 141. Vilikhati means writing only. There's no extra meaning about it. No problem, Shantiji. There is no tatva. It is thitva only. Yeah. Okay. Pratisthapaya. Pratisthapaya and prasthapya, there is a difference. Prasthapya, there is no nijanta. There is no causal suffix that is coming. So prasthapya is just pra and prati. Yeah, you can try but then what is the word? See, I have given pratisthapayati, so you have to give the lebanta form of pratisthapayati only. If I had written pra and tishtati, then you can say pra and sthapayate, sthapayati, then you can say prasthapya. Pra and sthapayati. Prasthapayati, the word prasthapayati, lebanta will be prasthapya. But I have written prati. The prefix that I have given, the upasarga that is given over here is prati. So you need to retain that upasarga when you convert it into the lebanta form. I hope I am answering your question, Sarita ji. Sarita ji, can you raise your hand, please? Sarita ji, if you're there in class, please raise your hand. Yeah. So Sarita ji's doubt was, yeah, Sarita ji's doubt was, can I write prasthapya? Why you can't write it? Why you can't write it? Is because what is the word, what is the kriya padam that I have given in the bracket? I have given prati plus sthadatu plus nich pratisthapayati. The lebanta form of pratisthapayati is pratisthapya. If I had given pra plus tha plus nijanta prasthapayati, then lebanta form will be prasthapya. I have not given prasthapayati. I have given pratisthapayati. Did you understand the difference?
Pratisthapyati, the dhatu is what? Stha only, na?
Dhatu is stha. But what is the upasarga that is being used? Pra is a different upasarga. Prati is a different upasarga. You remember the 22 upasargas?
Yeah, I know. I just got confused. I thought it's the pra upasarga and
no, that's why I read. So in the exam, it is very important to read the word. You may get the meaning. See, the mind plays tricks. If I had written prasthapayati, then prasthapya will be the word. But I have not given prasthapayati. You're getting the difference between pratisthapya and prasthapya?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. We kind of really running out of time. So let's quickly do this page 140 and 141, which Jyotsna ji has requested. And I think everybody else also, there may be many other students who will struggle with this page. So let's just do this. Okay. Study the following sentences. You wanted 140, 141 only, no? Jyotsna ji, are you there?
Yes, ma'am. 140, 141. Yes, ma'am.
140, 141. So let's look at all these words quickly. There are 15 words, 15 sentences. Arakshakaha choram anusritya gatavan. Anusritya is anu upasarga plus sarati.
Right.
Okay. Second one, choraha dhanam apahritya. Apa plus harati. Now, hru harane, this is why it is very important. When you say apa plus harati, it is kidnapping or chorayati. The sense of taking something without permission is apaharati. Okay. Third one, shastram abhyasya saha panditaha abhavat. So abhyasya, abhi plus as. As is as. Abhi plus as. I think the dhatu is as. Abhyasa comes from there only. It is abhi plus as, if I am not mistaken. Let me just check it once. 1 second. No, I will check this and I'll tell you. But as far as my memory goes, it is as. There is one dhatu called as. I'll come back to you on that. Bhaktaha devaya pushpani samarpya gatavan. Arpayati, arp dhatu. Okay, samma plus arp dhatu. You have arpanam, right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Sevakaha vrikshat avatirya tritarane tarati. Tritarane, tarati is to cross. Avatarati is to come down. That is why you have words like avatara. What is avatara? Coming down, crossing from that realm and coming. So when you say Vishnu avatara, okay, so and so Deva has done avatara. What is this? When you say incarnation, what does it mean? The deity is in another realm. From that realm, there is a crossing over that has happened. So you have to remember this word avatara. Okay, through tarane. Tarati is to swim or to cross over. Okay. Next one, everybody please mute yourselves. Tvam rajjum akarshya pashya. A upasarga plus karshati. From there you get krishi vallaha, which is for a farmer. Krishi, karshati. You also get words like Krishna. Karsha, karshanam is to pull. So why is it called krishi? Because you take the plow and you're pulling the soil. That's why it is krishi, for farming. Next one. Next sentence is very important as far as exam is concerned. Okay. So please mark that sentence. It has come many times in the paper. Tvam deepam nirvapya shayanam karu. I think it is vapa or something. The dhatu is, it's a very non-standard dhatu. Nir is the upasarga. I think it is vapa. Yeah, I think it is vapa. Okay. Nirvapya. There is also a nijanta, causal thing that is coming there. But if I'm not mistaken, it is vapa dhatu. Again, I can come back to you on it. Aham sanmargam ashritya shru is the dhatu. From there you get words like sharanam. Shru, shrinya. Okay. Usually this dhatu almost always comes with an upasarga. You will never see this dhatu without an upasarga. You have a sharanam. Just now I thought of something. Ashrama. Not ashrama. Sharanam. See, I'm going blank now. So shru is the dhatu. Okay. Shri. Then saha yantram utpadya vikrayanam karoti. Ut plus padl gatau pad. You have padam, padam. Okay, pad, and it is also taking a nijanta, causal. Okay. No, utpadya. It is not yeah, utpadya. Is it utpatati? No, I think it is padlu only. Yeah. Otherwise, it would be utpatya. It's padlu. It should be padlu. Okay, balakaha utthaya vadati. It is ut plus stha dhatu. Tishtati, stha dhatu. Saha.
Plus padati. What does padati mean?
Padati is not there. there is a dhatu pad, it is not used in a lakara. It is usually, there are many dhatus. Not all of them you will see the verbal forms being used. There are many dhatus which will be used for creation of other words also. Okay, you have padyam. Pada is to walk, to move, but it is not used in that sense. It is used for creation of words like this. Okay, so there is padu. If I'm not mistaken, it is padu only. Okay, utthaya, uttu plus tha dhatu. Okay, tishtati, that one. Upavishya, upa plus vishadhatu, we've done it already. Karmakari, patram, prakshalya, this also we've done. Pra plus kshaladhatu, we've done this. Okay, archaka, alam kritya, I've already told you. Alam plus kridhatu will always give the sense of abhushanam, bhushanam, decoration. Okay, janaha kshiram, ushni kritya. Ushni kritya is a chwi pratyaya. Okay, to make it hot is the sense in which it is used. Ushni, ushnam karoti iti ushni karoti. Means to make something which is cold or something which is not hot is made hot. So ushni kritya. Okay. Again, dukrinya karane, karoti only is the dhatu over here. Nirdhanam dhanam, vyayi kritya. So there are two dhatus here. Vi upasarga, ina ghatau, and dukrinya karane. There are two dhatus. So I think Jyotsna ji, it will be a little too confusing. I'm not too sure whether I should explain it or not at Pravesha. But since you asked, this is a vyayi karoti has vi upasarga, ina gatau. Ina is another this thing for gamla, for gatyarthaka dhatu. Ina, then dukrinya karane karoti kritya. Does it answer you?
What does it mean?
I don't hear you at all.
What does it mean, ma'am? What does it mean?
To spend. Vyayi kritya means to spend. Vyayi karoti means to spend. So, nirdhanam, dhanam vyayi kritya roditi means the poor man, after spending the dhanam, he starts crying. Meaning is given in English here.
Yes, ma'am. Just that, I thought if you could break it down and like you said, this one is difficult.
You should not attempt too much of breaking down at this stage, Jyotsna ji. I would not recommend it because there are a lot of grammatical aspects which cannot be covered in Pravesha.
Yes. No, I didn't know it was so.
And so we take baby steps. So the first thing is to understand the language as a language. Sambhashanam. For Sambhashanam, you don't need to know the breaking down.
No, it's just that vyayi kritya. So if you give it as a verb,
it is vi plus inagat. Now when I say, you don't need to do everything every time. See, when I say vi plus inagatau plus dukrinya karane, does it make sense at all? It won't.
It's gone above my head.
Exactly my point. So everything can't be explained. You just have to take the words as it is.
We don't know which ones are the logics that we could get right now, which ones are the ones that
it is not about, but why are you attempting to understand the logic? If you were to say learn German or French or Japanese, what will you first do? You will try conversational aspect first. Grammar happens
like Appa Harati. So you said Harati plus Appa, so we got that. But this one was, so I didn't know which are the ones that, so it's easier to memorize when you know.
It is, you are not expected to memorize. Before memorization comes familiarization. We are at a stage of familiarization. When it is, there are a set of things in Pravesha syllabus which have to be memorized, and those we've been harping on it. Like all your lakaras, the 4 lakaras that you've learned, and the Shabdarupas have to be memorized. No, there is no expectation from any student to memorize the Pravesha textbook from start page to end page. Familiarization is another aspect of language learning. So that's the stage at which we are. Okay.
That's what I meant, ma'am.
Yeah. So don't worry. Don't worry if Sangrinhati is to just take. Grinhati, Sangrinhati, there is really not much of, it can mean Sangra collection. Sangrinhati is collection. We have Sangrahya Vishayaha, right? Haven't we seen Sangrahya Vishayaha in your textbook? Every time that slide comes, right? Sangrahya Vishayaha collectibles. Please look at that slide which was made right in the beginning, where the breakup of this word Sangrahya Vishaya was given. Okay, I think that is done. We will close the class now. We really overshot time also. But I think I've answered most of the doubts. If there are still doubts in Twanta and Yavanta, please send us a mail. We will try and respond to you. Any other doubts in any of the Pravesha syllabus that has been already covered so far, please ask. Don't hesitate and don't worry about making mistakes. It is part of learning, but don't hold back questions and presume that this may be the answer or that may be the answer. Sometimes it can be wrong also. So it's always better to ask. Okay, if I'm not able to answer it, I will check with Brindaji, or I'll check with the Vyoma team, or I'll check with my other set of teachers, and we will definitely get back to you. Sometimes, yeah. So there's one sentence which Sarita Garg had given me, which I have not got a response yet. I have also not followed up. I've been a little unwell, but we'll do it. Okay, one important announcement. Tomorrow there is no class because Brindaji is not feeling well suddenly. So there is no class tomorrow. You may get the class intimation, or you may get the cancellation should come. But even if you get the class intimation, please be informed that she's not taking the class tomorrow. And next Saturday, I won't be taking the class because of some personal commitments due to the festival. So next Saturday, there is no class. Tomorrow, there's no class because Brindaji is a little unwell. Yeah. With this,
I have one sentence to say. I do not know in whichever city you both are, both Brinda Bhagini and you.
We live in different countries. We live in different countries.
Oh yeah, I don't know, but both of your throats are getting affected very badly, very often, very frequently. So please shift over to our place so that you people are healthy and we learn much from you.
Where do you live?
Hyderabad.
Thank you very much.
You can come over. You can come over.
Thank you very much.
It will be an honor. But I really, it's painful for me to see you both falling sick very frequently.
Yeah, it does happen. Yeah. Okay, Dhanyavada. Let's close now today because we're really overshooting time, and it will become a very large file to upload. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayah, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukkha bhag bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Dhanyavadaha. So you don't have class tomorrow and you don't have class on 11th November. The next Saturday class is not there because I have personal commitments. So I think 12th November also we have to check because it's Diwali for a lot of people. That is Naraka Chaturdashi Day. So I think I would request all of you to please wait for announcements since there seems to be a long break. Okay, with that we will close the session for the day. Dhanyavadaha. Shubharatri. Shubham Bhuyat.